You won. Yay! Everybody clap. Clap, clap. All right, sit down. Sit down. Here, he'll help you put a couple.
And when I get done, I'll teach you all how to do a trick. Okay. Good morning. My name is Bob, and I'd like to magish for you. But before we start, I have an announcement from the management. Somebody's lost their bag, and we want to make sure that whoever it belongs to gets it back. So just come up afterwards and say, I'm missing my blue bag with the black and white design on the outside and the green lining on the inside, because there may be something valuable in there, and we want to make sure that whoever it belongs to gets it back. So just come up after and say, Bob, I'm missing my green bag with the yellow flower print lining on the inside, because, like I say, there may be something valuable in there, like a special toy, and we want to make sure that whoever it belongs to gets it back. Just say, Bob, I'm missing my yellow flower print purse with the red and white check lining on the inside, because there may be something, that you want in there, and we want to make sure that whoever it belongs to gets it back. So just say, Bob, I'm missing my red and white check purse or bag with the black and white check lining on the inside. And if you're confused, so am I. So we'll just get rid of that. I want to show you the very first trick I ever learned a long time ago. See, I live in Wichita, and there's a magic store there. And I went in, and they had this trick where they had 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and they threw away 1, 2 of them. And how many do you think were left? 2. You're right, but see, it's a trick. See, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left over. And I thought, that's pretty cool. So I saved up my money for a couple of weeks. And I said, do you still have that trick where you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and you throw away 1, 2 of them, and you still have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left over? And I said, I'm sorry, we're all out. We have one kind of like it, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and you throw away 1, 2 of them, and you still have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left over. And I thought, that's close enough, I'll take it. So I went home, and I practiced, and I practiced. And I showed it to a friend of mine. I said, look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and I throw away 1, 2, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left over. And he grabbed them away from me, and he said, now how did you do that? Oh yeah, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and you throw away 1, 2. And see, he only had 2 cards left over. He didn't know how to do it because he wasn't a magician. Now, we can make, a few things, more things, or a few things into more that way. We can make more things into less a couple of ways. The easy way is, you see I have all these cards here, is if I just throw some of them away like that. Now the hard part is if I squeeze down to where they're about that big right there. Now, if I squeeze again, they're about that big. Yeah, I'll do it again. I take requests. There we go. Now, you guys back in the balcony seats will have to watch real close from now on. Now, you know what'll happen if I keep doing that? You see, eventually, they just disappear. Now, every time I do that trick, I always end up making a mess. How many of you guys have to take out the trash? Yeah. Well, this is my magic trash can. So I'm gonna count to 3, and you guys yell out real loud the magic words. Do you know what the magic words are? Well, not today. Today is the magic words are Happy Birthday, Alexander. So we're gonna yell it out real loud, okay? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Close enough. See? And it's all disappeared. Okay. Now, I like doing tricks with little things as well as big things. Like, how many of you have ever seen an invisible salt shaker? That's not it. This is it right here in my hand. See, this stuff is the salt I'm going to use in it. Now we just pour it in there just like that. And I brush off the extra salt, and we put the lid on like this. Now if I shake it like that, you can't see the salt come out. Remember, that's because it's invisible. Now, even if I hold it upside down like this and shake it, you still can't see the salt come out. That's because I have to take the lid off first. Then you can see the salt come out of it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the invisible salt shaker. Now, would you like to see something really strange? Yeah. Okay. What do I have in my hand? I have 2 ropes, a red rope and a white rope. Now, I'm going to do something here weird. I'll do something with the white rope, and you'll see if you're paying attention. What did I do? Tied a knot in it. Now here's the weird part, is that I twirl them together like this, and I bring the ends up, and I blow, and you see the knot has jumped off the white rope over here to the red rope. You know how that works? It's a slip knot. So I'm going to slip it off just like that. And now I'm going to slip it right back on just like that. And I'm going to see, I brought my magic wand too. But see, mine looks like a giant match. So I heat it up just a little bit, but not too much. And you see the knot melts onto the rope. Just like that. Wow, that is going to be a long rope. Yes, it is. Okay. How many of you guys like to read? I read a book the other day about someone named John Cochrane. You probably haven't heard of him, have you? Well, he used to go around the countryside, baking apple dishes for people, like apple pies and apple pancakes and apple fritters and stuff like that. In fact, he got so popular, he would carry bags of apple seeds around the country to pass out. So they came up with a nickname for him. Do you know who I'm talking about? It's Johnny Appleseed. Okay, well, he would plant different kind of apple trees in different kind of places. And I never could remember where he would plant the different kind of apples, so I made this chart here to help me remember. Yes, they do. And I will go get it because it's rolling away. Ah, there we go. Yes. Okay, and they have the different kind of apples. So they had these green Granny Smith apples. Now these are plastic, so I don't have to keep buying apples. But they would plant these green Granny Smith apples on the bottom of the hill. You know, they're not very good for eating, but they're great for making pies and stuff. So if the farmer's wife wanted to make an apple pie, all she had to do was walk out the door and get some, and she could make a pie. And they had these golden delicious apples, and they would plant those on the bottom of the hill, or in the middle of the hill. And if the farmer got hungry, all he had to do was drive his tractor over by the tree, and he could pick an apple and then go back to work. And he had these red McIntosh apples on the top of the hill, and that way, you know, if people came to visit, they could look at the top of the hill and see those red McIntosh apples up there at the top, and they would know that they were at the right place. And I messed up. I got so busy talking to you guys that I wasn't paying any attention. So let's try this again. Okay. Yes, it did. Okay. The Granny Smith goes on the bottom of the hill, and the Golden Delicious goes in the middle of the hill, and the McIntosh goes on the top of the hill, and I did it wrong again. Okay. All right. Okay, one more time. They always say the third time is a charm. Okay, the Granny Smith on the bottom of the hill and the Golden Delicious in the middle of the hill. And you know what I'm going to do? It's this McIntosh apple that's messing with me. I'm going to put it over here in my cooking pot, and then that way the next time I do the trick, all I have to do is take it out, and I'll be all ready to go. See, I take it out of... It disappeared. Where did it go? In my hand? You think it went in here? Well, let's see. You guys are right. You were paying attention. So let's hear it for Johnny Appleseed. Okay. Alexander, would you like to help me out with a trick? All right. I'm going to put your wand right up here. Is this your first time on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, let's turn around. I'm going to have you face the audience. Do you like to draw?
Yeah.
Do you? Good. I do too, but I'm not very good at it. Okay. Ethan. Your turn. That's your brother? Okay. There we go. Well, Alexander, I want you to hold that for me. This says prediction on it. Like I say, I'm not a very good drawer, so my sketchbook already has pictures in it. But see, it's different kind of faces. See, we can You know, you have the top of the head and the eyes and the bottom of the head. Now, we can make, see, he can have like red hair or black hair or no hair or just, you know, all kinds of stuff. He can look like Bozo the Clown. He can just look really silly. He can have all different kind of eyes. See, like blue eyes, or closed eyes, or weird eyes, or just, you know, all different kinds. Sunglasses. And he can have different kind of mouths. You know, like he could be smiling, or laughing, or mad, or just, you know, all different kind of mouths. Okay. So Alexander, we're going to start with the top of his head. I'm going to start flipping the pages, and you say stop anywhere you want. Okay, let's start again. You say stop anytime.
On stage and not like
Right there? Okay.
Oh, nice hat.
See, he's got this silly hat. Now, you please. Go ahead, and I'm going to flip the pages, and you say stop anywhere you like.
Stop.
Right there? Okay, there's the eyes you came up with. See? We got one more part to do. Okay. You, sir, can you say stop for me? And we're going to see what kind of mouth he ends up with. Okay, say stop.
Stop.
Right there? Okay. Now, Alex, come here. Let's see, you know, I have a friend of mine that teaches math, and he and I got on his computer and we found out you can make like 10,000 different faces with all these combinations. So Alexander, I want you to open up that envelope and show everybody what's inside. Just rip it open, because I'm going to throw it away. There you go. Oh, that's all right.
Yay, Alex. What's in there?
And show everybody what's on the piece of paper. See, it's a picture that matches the one you made, and what does it say on the bottom? It says, "Happy birthday, Alexander." Yay! Let's give him a big hand for helping out there. Take a bow.
Good job, Alex.
There we go. And there's your wand back. All righty, and you can go ahead and sit down unless you'd like to help me with the next trick. Okay. I couldn't bring my pets with me, so I brought the picture. See, these are my two fish. You know, I used to like to watch the Flintstones when I was a little kid. So this is Fred and this is Wilma. I taught them a trick, but they're shy. So I taught them how to disappear. But see, they're shy, so I have to put them behind my back. You see, I put it behind my back, and you see they disappeared. Now I'm going to put them behind my back again, and you see they reappeared. Here, you want to see them disappear again?
Yeah.
Okay. See, they made them disappear. Now, you guys probably think I'm just turning this around, right? Yeah? Okay, you want me to show you the other side? Okay. See, they really did disappear. Some people ask, why did he do that? You know what happened now? I think they really did disappear, because there was this mean cat in the neighborhood. You know, somebody else close to me has a birthday today too. It's my grandmother. Yes. Well, I used to take her present to her, but she moved far away. She moved all the way to Paris, Texas. So now I have to mail her present to her. So what I have to do now is I take my present and I take it out to the mailbox, and I close the door, and the mailman comes and gets it, and he takes it out to the main post office, and they put it on an airplane, and the airplane flies all the way to Paris, Texas. And the mailman comes there, and he gets it, and he takes it to my grandma's house. Now, I couldn't bring my grandma's house with me because it wouldn't fit in the door. So I drew a picture of it. Remember I said I wasn't a very good drawer? So the mailman took the present to my grandma's house. And a couple weeks went by, and I called my grandma and I said, "Grandma, how did you like your birthday present?" And she said, "What birthday present? I never got it." And I said, "Well, I mailed it to you." She said, "Well," then she answered, says, "I'll look for it." And about 4 hours went by, and she called me back, and she said, "I couldn't find it. I looked all over my house. I even turned my house upside down, and it wasn't there." See, that's because it was marked "Return to Sender," and it was back in my mailbox. So this year I decided I'm going to send it by magic. So I just said, 1, 2, 3, Alakazam, and happy birthday, Alexander. And you see, it's gone. It's on the other side? Okay. Other side? Okay. Turn it around? Okay. Okay. See? Other side? Okay. Open both doors? Well, you guys are a tough audience. Okay, I'll open both doors. See? It made it to my grandma's house.